my opinion, I don't feel like he deserves this battle due to the fact that JGivens, his comparison in my eyes, JGivens would be the Chris Hart.
Yo, what up, y'all? This your boy Cannon, man. Y'all better get ready for line, man. You already know what it is. I'll let you boy.
Yeah, back in the field with the TRACKSTARZ, Ryan Wright, Shantana, DJ Jeremiah. It's line for line time, man. Give them what they need to know.
All right. Well, make sure now that you're watching Line for Line that you understand that this isn't all we do. You can go to www.trackstars.com. Check out all things TRACKSTARZ for graphic design, if you need that, if you need a website design, if you need artist services, if you want to put some promotion out there on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We do all that for you. We got a full package for artists so that we can help support what you guys need to do as far as getting exposure. Make sure that you go to @TRACKSTARZ on Instagram, @TRACKSTARZ on Twitter. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel now that you're watching this. Please go to Facebook, like the page, and also every Monday, download the podcast from iTunes. You can get that as many times as you want to. It helps us out. Make sure that you leave reviews so that we can chart better and be more exposed and do more for the king. So,
yeah, and real quick, if you want to win an Apple TV, the new one, go to trackstars.com/universe. And if you fill out that form, you'll also find out how to get a free TRACKSTARZ t-shirt with the new logo on it. All right. And just if people are confused, we're not phasing out the old logo. The old logo is still specific to TRACKSTARZ Radio. The new logo is the entire company because we do a lot of stuff. So we have events, we have distribution, blah, blah, blah. So that's what that's about.
All right, man. Line for line time. We got going on. And this is, I was telling everybody, I was like, man, we got to come back strong. We got to come back very, very strong. So both of these groups, I would say groups, they both supposed to drop albums and stuff like that. People waiting on both sides. So, on one side we have J. Cole and Kendrick, and then on the side we have John Givez and JGivens.
Big time battle. Big time battle. Big time battle.
So y'all ain't ready.
So does Amp want to leave the building now? Are y'all staying? Y'all good?
Yeah. So we got Amp in the building for this one?
Yes, Amp is in the building. So,
in the building?
So if you saw the Lil Wayne and Drake versus the Andy and Lecrae, you know I mix it up the songs and stuff like that. So first we're going to start off with J. Cole. This is called GOMD. Here we go.
Heads up, everybody run. Cole outside and he say he got a gun. Niggas like, man, that's what everybody said. Go and pop the trunk and everybody dead. Everybody scared of nigga know where that nigga get better. All my sisters pick of the litter, never bitter. Nigga just fake the anime. Me, I never hate the cake like anime. Whoa, eat the cake and dick. Nigga, we the man great. On the domino that she take off all the clothes. You know how I go, make the piece of man wait. The best kept secret, even hoes try to keep it, then I leave it and tape. Rest in peace, and niggas won't be secret service, keep the man safe.
All right, that was GOMD, J. Cole. Okay, so let me give you a disclaimer. I was looking for a JGivens song, so I was like, okay, JGivens had a lot of stuff that sounded really more full than this track. So I found something that was more drums and stuff that sound more of GOMD. So this is JGivens, So Fly. Here we go.
I for Rio de Janeiro on the red eye, yet I still feel I need to be fly, flyer than your average 8.5 by 11 origami loose leaf from the tablet, handcrafted by the bad kids in the back of the math class being ratchet. HP, make a face melt, kill up with a beat and a verse. You gon' need a mask and a casket. I know you feeling this. I know you feeling this. Pick a first choice, hit or miss. Consider this, consider it a little bit inconsiderate to be feeling this way. Feeling this. I know they feeling this. Cup running over a pride, that's why I'm spilling it. I'm feeling it, and the riddle is why.
All right, that was JGivens, So Fly versus J. Cole, GOMD. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but we gotta go with it.
First of all, I have to say that the J. Cole track, it was a little distracting because of how much cursing. How many things had to be reversed.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But yeah.
All right. So let's do it like this. All right. So hands up. Who's counting for me? Can you count?
I'm counting.
Hands up if you're voting for Cole. That's it.
How many is that?
All right. So everybody else is.
many was that?
Well, not everybody was in here. So, so hands up for Givens.
You don't even know what J. Cole said.
By default, JGivens is like the winner.
All right. So is that we doing it like that? Okay. All right.
This is gonna be the shortest one ever. We got at 140. So
I'm telling you.
So what they had online? What was on? Oh, Givens. Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna go with John Givez this time. AM PM. Here we go.
Can feel it in the wind. I meet you there 5 minutes after 10. That's 10:05 on the dot. Punctuality is crucial. If an eye the spotters, they gon' describe us as a crowd with troubled eyes in the spot. Looking for the come up. We got idle time. We got perfect tools. We got strategy. We got nothing to lose. Everything to gain for the gang that you claim. Run up on you. If you look the part, then you'll be entertained. This is life in California. Phone your mama from the station, cause you're trying to make bail. He can make it play fair. He can make it wanna turn your circle life square. Get up on the corners.
All right, that was John Givez, AM/PM. Here's Kendrick Lamar for sale.
I remember what you said too. You said, my name is Lucy Kendrick. You introduced me, Kendrick. Usually I don't do this, but I see you and me, Kendrick. Lucy give you no worries. Lucy got million stories about these rappers that I came after when they was boring. Lucy go fill your pockets. Lucy go move your mama out of Compton inside the gigantic mansion like I promised. Lucy just wants your trust and loyalty. Avoiding me, it's not so easy. I'm at these functions accordingly, Kendrick. Lucy don't slack a minute. Lucy work harder. Lucy gon' call you even when Lucy know you love you.
All right, that was Kendrick Lamar for sale versus AM/PM John Givez. Who y'all going with?
All right. Who got John Givez? Hands up. All right. Who got Kendrick? Who got Kendrick? Hands up for Kendrick.
Yeah, the concept was.
Did anybody? It was a toss.
So not everybody knows what a toss-up is.
Well, the toss-up don't really apply in this situation. Not really. I mean, because what you gonna do? You just not gonna raise your hand?
Yeah, you're not gonna raise your hand if you don't got both of them.
All right, so this is what we're gonna have to do then. So we're gonna do that for the room, and then because we're missing a lot of votes. All right, so what you got?
I got Kendrick on that.
What you got?
All right. I'm going John Givez. I'm going JGivens, John Givez.
I'm gonna go John Givez too.
What you got?
I am going to go with Kendrick.
What y'all got?
Kendrick.
I love John, but Kendrick.
I'm gonna toss that one up. I'm gonna toss that up.
Yeah, toss on that.
So what's that? What's Periscope say? Are y'all keeping track? Givez on Periscope. Kendrick won. All right.
Oh, right. So what's the score?
All right, so
1-1.
for that one, if we taking it, then that'll be 6-3. All right, for K-Dot, that is 1-1 right now.
All right, we're gonna go with J. Cole this time. It's called Folger's Crystals. Here we go.
Young, you know who's surprised to be alive. I died 5 years ago. The game snatcher in the spiritual. My resurrection was a miracle. Cause still I rise, it's ill-advised. The better gifts I'm raised in the heaven system. Let them diss them. Some niggas can't handle the truth. Some niggas don't know they slaves. I forgive them cause I know they ways. They see a black man shine, first thing they do is throw they shade. Word. I swerve like a thunderbird on the curb with a cop pursuing. I'm not just doing it. Like if I make it in the spot for you on it. Had to say the rap game cause I watched them ruin it.
All right, that was J. Cole, Folger's Crystals. This is John. I'm sorry, not John. JGivens, 10 to get in. 10 to get in. Here we go.
Expect what's next is a handful of bones to the left with a 6 to connect, but this is the West that we play to win. Head so big like a stadium, and I don't even know what to say to him. But 666, how the game begin. I got him on a domino effect, honoring his brother and his father, but he's following a check. At age 15, he was 6'3" with a dream. Play 6'3" like shit ain't chest out, already working on his first house. Nigga, he the best out, X and O. Pride don't flick, don't speak to him unless it's about extra O's and O. Oh my God.
All right, that was John. That was JGivens. 10-2, get in. Folger's Crystals, J. Cole. Who you going with?
All right, hands up for Cole. Wow.
One.
Hands up for Givez.
You at the table. Okay.
That's a wash then.
All right.
That's a wash.
Do we even need
Periscope
to
was
vote?
all Givens. Nah.
Wow.
That's a wash. Givens murdered. That was the one. That was a 3D video, wasn't it? That was it. That was a 3D. Yeah. He murdered that.
Yeah, he sure did.
That was a slick. All right, go ahead.
All right, man. So it's 2-1, right?
2-1.
2-1. All right, we're gonna go JGivens again. Lost in Space. Here we go.
I'm antisocial. When I need my space, then I ran like Flojo, and I hit my face. And now I'm lost in space in a coffin solo. Han Solo. E.T. better keep that phone on. E.T. better phone home. Gotta be wise like Sam with a ring like Frodo. Sabotage, crash, land of God. Give a hand to God. Michelangelo. Watch that H-A-N-D heal. Hand of God, Superman of God. That's that M-A-N-D steel. Without two or three, it's proven usually that a lack of...
Alright, that was Lost in Space, JGivens.
Okay.
I hit Kendrick Lamar, Black Friday. A Tales of Two Cities. Here we go.
Lamar, the people's champion, a manimal for analysts. Career damaging versus meditating when candles lit. I like my raps extra prolific. Some freestyling, no lunch tables and park benches. And I won't mention my 10,000 hours in training while juggling game banging. My balance and was tremendous. And now we look at the competition as quick submissions. They tapping out before we even get a chance to miss them. What this about? Is it money or skill? Maybe it's both, and I got large amounts of it, it's real. You see, my oath is very unbreakable. My style is never mistakable. I can see y'all incapable.
Alright, that was Kendrick Lamar, Black Friday, A Tale of Two Cities versus JGivens, Lost in Space.
All right, hands up for Givens. Man, hands up for Kendrick.
Every time K-Dot come on, the room get real secular real quick. It's weird, man.
Okay. All right. That's a wash too.
So what is it now?
All right. So now it's 2-2.
2-2?
2-2.
All right, man.
Kendrick's carrying the other team though.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Okay. All right, man. We're gonna do J. Cole, Wet Dreams. Here we go.
I said, of course I had sex before, knowing I was frontin'. I said, I'm like a pro, baby, knowing I was stuntin'. But if I told the truth, I knew that I get played out, son. Hadn't been in since the day I came out one, but she don't know that, so she done wrote back and told me, oh, you a pro, homie? Well, I want you to show me. My mama gone for the weekend, so Saturday, baby, we can get the freakin'. That's when my heart start racing and my body starts sweating. Baby, you done woke my little man up. I'm thinking how that body look naked.
All right, that was J. Cole, Wet Dreams. This is John Givez, the art of storytelling, part 5.
Bumping jagged edges when you ask me if I had a rap for this, I gladly pulled it out my pocket. My conscience telling me to stop it, God is watching us. But I can't fight the feeling, baby, I just wanna, we proceed to program ourselves accordingly. Souls tied to each other so disorderly. You looking at me, looking at you, and I'm wondering, honey, could I be your comb over words I'm stumbling, mumbling sweet nothings in your ear like I know what's up. The homie said the first time is the first time I would feel like a true player. It hurts, John.
All right, that was John Givez, the art of storytelling, part 5 versus J. Cole, Wet Dreams. What you going with?
Wow. So Periscope just went off, so they mad. So who got Cole? Hands up. Okay. Who got John? Is that enough of a wash to?
I don't know. I don't know who's counting.
You get someone
trying to get Periscope back up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's enough of a wash.
It's
to
enough
say
of
John.
a wash.
Now it's almost the same song, right? So
close, yeah.
So what made one better than the other?
I mean, for me, I gotta go production. Like,
You think John's production was strong?
I think his production was really, really strong. And so, I mean, for me, I like that. I like, yeah, it was production for me.
Well,
What you got?
Well, I really like the production of John Givez' song. I think if they truly were reflecting on their past, I think John's production and what it was speaking to me was kind of
Made
like
more sense.
yeah, it just was nostalgic and like if they both were kind of reflecting back and you know if there were any thoughts or any remorse or any sort of like or even any sort of like highlights or whatever, I think John did it in a more palatable way. When I listened to J. Cole's song, I just for some reason it just didn't
land with you?
Yeah, it didn't land with me. Yeah, it didn't resonate with me. That's the easiest way I could say it. It just didn't move me. Yeah.
How you feeling, Sean?
I don't know. I think Cole is being underrepresented in this because Cole is a beast.
Cole is a beast.
I don't like those particular songs
Cole is a beast.
from Cole.
I like that last
Cole
song.
is a beast. So I don't want this to be. I don't want it to be said that Kendrick is carrying Cole because Cole is a beast.
It's already been said. I've said it.
Okay.
So I said it, and the reason I'm saying it, I'm just looking at the data. I'm a scientist.
I mean, the data's there. I got you.
This is the data.
I'm with you, but is there?
This is the data, and right now, so every single round is a Kendrick's verse, right? I see the whole room turn secular, right? And that's what happens, right? But when it's a J. Cole verse, right? We all turn Christian really quick. So I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the data,
Okay.
right? And I think J. Cole's a beast, but I'm just looking at the data.
A good thing to know that on that J. Cole song, I think he said in the interview that originally that song was supposed to be on his first album, but it ended up being on that last one just because the subject matter fit. So that's kind of an old J. Cole song. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
But both of the songs are about their first times.
Yeah.
Both. So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Go ahead.
What was that?
I think that was John.
Yeah, that's John.
John Givez. All right, man. This is the last
3-2.
one. This is the last one.
This is it, man.
This is it. And both of these are verses from both people. This is not their song. This is a guest verse. They was on a remix. It's remixed to the song.
Wait,
So-
where are we on the score right now?
We are 3-2 right now. John
Ooh,
gives
this
J.
is
Givens,
important.
right? So it's 3-2, and K. Dot and J. Cole with 2.
Gotcha. All right, so we're going to do Kendrick this time first. Classic Man remix. Here we go.
City, I got key to California. I might legalize your homicide and more. Let my daddy smoke is only thing that keep on feeling. I ain't got no jewelry on me. I got the jewelry in me. Alright, let me talk my thing. I always do it. This ain't overnight. They love me now like they love me then. I know what I like. I eat the for my nourishment. I know how to cherish it. I know how to decorate your wall and further furnish it. I'ma burn it down. This is what the furnace is. I'ma turn your around with some friendly services. Ain't no nervousness. Like I'm wretched, no conservative, and that's affirmative.
All right, that was Kendrick Lamar. Classic Man remix. This is John Givez. One Way Turn Up remix. Here we go.
I really ain't turning down nothing but my collar. Feel me before you hear me, young scholar. The Peter Piper picked a pair of peppers all up in your garden. Would your garden put your life or would your pardon? Oh, no, they started him. Here we go again with metaphoric type symbolism. I can't help it, I'm a helper like some tuna for your hunger. So turn me up like I was playing tuba for drummers in a marching band. I came in, I saw and I conquered, okay. I know who I am, if I don't, I just pray. There's a harp in my heart, so like David, I play. And if that's not your pleasure, okay, then just shake. I'm about to bake it up.
All right, that was John Givez. One Way Turn Up remix. Classic Man Kendrick.
I've never heard that.
I'm getting that on iTunes today. I gotta get that on iTunes.
Who y'all going with?
This is difficult because if any two songs ever deserve the toss up in the history of line for line, those two songs deserve the toss up.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Hands up for Kendrick. Hands up for Kendrick. Hands up for John.
Christians are back. I knew it would happen.
That was not a toss-up. That was difficult. That was not a toss-up. John
He did.
murdered that.
Come on.
And I was nervous at
Come
first because
on.
I was like, that song. Whose song is that?
Oh, that's
Classic Man?
No, the song.
it's Transparent,
Transparent, right?
but it's Bizzle. It's on Bizzle's Well Wishes album.
Okay, I never heard that. And I was nervous at first because that's not his type of beat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, where are we going? And then he just all of this with the lyrics, man.
Yeah.
He's a beast, man.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that felt different?
Okay.
It's a toss up.
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
toss up for me too.
I wouldn't have tossed it up. I liked it. I would have went K. Dot in that situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have to vote, but I would have went K. Dot in that situation. The reason I know don't look at me like that. All right, I would have went K. Dot in that situation. I mean, I just liked his flow pattern. He had like full command of that joint. And his flow pattern was beast. I like the other flow pattern as well, right? But my dude said, I got the jury in me. That line got me. That was different for me. It was dope.
So what are we saying? So if J. Cole and Kendrick come out with their album,
Yeah.
and John and Jay stop playing around and they do the Cousins thing,
Yeah. Then we got to do this all over again.
yes.
Yeah.
Are we saying that the Cousins are better?
That's what the data's saying.
That's what the data's saying.
That's what the data's saying.
That's our new water. The data. The data. That's what it is.
Is that what we saying?
So
That's what it sounds like.
did we tie or did somebody take the lead?
Oh no, that's it. So yeah, that's 4-2.
4-2.
That's 4-2.
Jay. Okay. So we're saying JGivens and John Givez are better than Kendrick and J. Cole. Hey, was it just a song selection?
Does anybody disagree with
This
that?
is big. This is
A lot of people disagree with that. The world is going to disagree with that.
I know.
Yeah.
So now is it because you're like, there's no way?
No.
I think that's what it
Or
is.
did they actually win the battle?
Like when Kendrick's in, I disagree because I know when Kendrick.
Nope, that don't work. Come on. No.
Come to the mic, man.
Okay, I'm disagreeing because I know when Kendrick and Cole stuff comes out, that production is gonna be A1. I'm not saying the Givens their stuff ain't gonna be nice, but I know Kendrick and J. Cole are gonna come. They coming. I know they coming.
Yeah. One more. What you got, man? What you think?
I disagree. You know, I don't really listen to that type of music. This is the first time I heard it, and they were fire. But
It's your first time hearing J. Cole, JGivens and John.
Yeah, JGivens and John. But I know J. Cole, like, I feel like I agree with you with the song selection. Like, those songs weren't.
But they did make those songs.
Yeah. They did make them.
They made them.
And I can't lie with the date. I understand that, but I feel like if it was a different song, and you feel me?
So you just have faith in Cole and Kendrick.
Yeah, just Kendrick, that's my man. That's my man. I think he was better than old dude, even though old dude was really on par. He was really like right there.
Yeah.
But you know, I feel like Kendrick was just right there. But I feel like J. Cole, he was slacking a little bit. I'm not gonna play, but he has some better stuff. You feel me? Especially his new stuff is better stuff. You feel me? So
all right. So like
just asking.
Folger's Crystals one is on a new compilation they just dropped from his label, from J. Cole's label.
Okay.
For sale, of course, is on To Pimp the Butterfly. So everything I picked was more up to date stuff. I know I could have probably picked other stuff, but we did J. Cole recently against Taylor Gray. Yeah. So I didn't want to use that same stuff again. I was trying to use something more updated stuff. You know what I mean?
Man, I think you did your thing. You know what I mean? Like I thought the song selection was good. I mean, for instance, when they talked about their first time, you know, having sex or whatever, like that was like, you know, song for song. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Concept for concept.
But I think the fear that we're going to get when this video comes out is like, yo, y'all played Cole and Kendrick.
I'll say that.
You know what I mean? So
you can say we played Cole.
Well, remember they only had 3 songs. He only had 3 songs.
Yeah, he only had 3 songs.
And one of them you can.
Yeah. So, but don't get it twisted. What I am saying though is that this is a perfect line for line, because the reason we started this was because I think there's an internal bias, whether you're Christian or not. There's an internal bias towards the mainstream artists. You assume that they got to be better than what we're doing because they're more popular than us. Yeah. But there's another factor to success than just being good. You got to have money and production and backing and co-sign.
Promotion. Yeah.
So just because somebody's more popular doesn't mean they're better necessarily. Yeah. So to me, this evens the playing field, not completely, but more. Yeah. And to me, John and Jay, like if they had the same push, they would be in the top 5.
Yeah, they will be. They will be.
That's just all I'm saying.
I think I agree, but I think that we need to give credit where credit is due, because without J. Cole's albums in the past and Kendrick's albums in the past, I don't think that John and Jay, the cousins, would have some of the ideas that they had, because like Kendrick, he had the budget to work with producers that bring those ideas in, and then it benefits the whole artist community. You know, that's what sparks the idea for that type of flow, that type of production, that kind of mood, those kind of things. So I think because of that, I think if you take John and Jay and you bring them into the future, I think they could be at a level to surpass their predecessors, which I would say are J. Cole and Kendrick, because I think they're one generation apart in terms of music.
Well, timeline wise, is that true? Because I mean, John and Jay have been writing for a while now. When did Kendrick start bubbling to where people knew about him?
I mean, Good Kid, Bad City, probably. Like for real Kendrick fans, they're gonna go back to his other albums, his other indie albums. But for the mainstream America, it's Good Kid, Bad City.
Yeah, but before that, the Section 80 and all that. When does that start?
That was in the 2000s, late 2000s.
So timeline wise, isn't this a little more overlapping? Because John's first project came out 4 years ago.
Yeah, about
3.
About 3 years ago.
And then Jay's been doing stuff since what do you say, 2012?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it's a generation.
We're getting a no in the back here.
What?
We're getting a no
from what? Are we kind of mixtapes? Are you talking? Who are you referring to? Are you talking about Kendrick, John? When is the beginning?
He had mixtapes in like 2000.
2008. Okay, I'm repeating what he's saying.
Okay.
So 2008. Okay, so yeah, so I'm wondering, is this a little more overlapping? Are we assuming they're borrowing the style from what they saw, or were they doing this the entire time? And now that it's popular, you're hearing more about them.
Right. I think that it's probably both a little bit. I think it's probably a little bit of both, but I think because of the awareness of that creative space that Kendrick and J. Cole,
it allowed us to appreciate a John and a J.
And it allowed them to embrace that style more.
Yeah.
So now, even if it was an original idea, they didn't really. I don't think
they needed Kendrick to pop in order for them to. So now let's switch places. What if John got signed to Dre and them's label, and you didn't hear about Kendrick was a Christian hip hop artist? Would John have had the same success with the same budget, same production, everything?
I think different, man.
That's a yes.
Yeah, I think
Kendrick Lamar. What it is, man, you always have that that certain type of artist that is like the leaders of this generation.
Yep.
And Kendrick Lamar is what it is. You can't take from it. He came from ground zero like everybody else did. And the thing is, it's all about your hustle as well. It's all about your hustle and what God has for you. Because we may think that, okay, if he's not a Christian artist, I mean, God is hand ain't on that. Man, God is on everything. Just like the president. God knows who's going to be the president. So I feel like Kendrick Lamar, the way that he marries the music with his vocals and how he comes at it, is just, you're going to get probably about 9 out of 10 all the songs going to be hitting.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, Kendrick has lost some of these. Like, Kendrick went up against, what was it, Givez?
John Givez.
John Givez? Yeah, he went up against John Givez, right? Who won that battle?
Well, I think John Givez.
I think Givez won that battle, right? So I feel like, and so I mean, he has the big backing.
Joe was like, I got something to say.
He has a big backing. He has the backing. He has the promotion. You know, what I mean, he has the co-signs. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the first time I ever heard Kendrick Lamar was on the Drake's album.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So like, he has all the co-signs that he needs. He has the whole platform there for him, right?
But Kendrick is special though.
Yeah,
I mean, he is special, and I give him that. But I mean, like, can we not say that John
is special?
Is special? Yeah. And with the same backing and with the same promotion, same co-signs. I think so. You know what I mean? Being on I mean, every single like show we've been.
That's what I'm trying to expose. Is there any bias at all to the fact that does success make you think better about a person?
Yes.
I would say no for me, because by me being an inspiration R&B artist, like, y'all don't know me, but other people know me. You know what I mean? And so it's like, popularity is different. For me, it's on a whole different mindset. It's about how you deliver and who you choose as your music. Because I feel like Michael Jackson, the reason why Michael Jackson became Michael Jackson, because he had the ability to choose his music, to be able to say, okay, I want this type of music for my vocals. So I believe that both of them have that ability to say, okay, I want this beat. I'm not going to take this beat. So because of Kendrick Lamar, he takes more of that make you feel it. That's what I think. And I love John Givez, don't forget. I mean, I did concerts with him and everything. I love what he doing with his battle. That's my boy. And he's good too. It's just that when you are an artist and you are in position to feel like what kind of producer you going to choose, that just shows you where you at as well as an artist.
Okay. What you got, man?
I think that Kendrick and John Givez, I think they are a perfect match. I watched the line for line, and I think if there were, let's say, if you put a totally different batch of songs out there, there could have been a totally different result. Not to say that there would have necessarily been a different result. However, we brought J. Cole into the mix.
Yeah.
J. Cole, this is my opinion, I don't feel like he deserves this battle due to the fact that JGivens, his comparison in my eyes, JGivens would be the
He said he shouldn't be in the battle.
Listen, JGivens is the, if you want to look at it this way, if John Givez was the Christian hip hop equivalent of Kendrick Lamar, in my eyes, my opinion, JGivens would be the Christian hip hop equivalent to Andre 3000.
Man, you said it right there.
So if everybody in this room should and would agree, if you're a real hip hop fan, you know that as good as an artist out there is.
His own better, you think?
if you put J. Cole next to Andre 3 Stacks, he's never gonna get to breathe. It's never gonna happen.
You say he's not gonna get to breathe.
So I don't think it's fair.
He's not gonna get to breathe.
I don't think it's fair for J. Cole to be in this mix. Now, if you just put, but now on the thing that Sean touched on, we had this conversation a while back with some people, and we were discussing whether or not, you know, if artists on this side in our community had the same opportunities, same resources.
Yeah.
Now, I honestly believe, now, don't get me wrong, y'all don't know me. Some of y'all know me. I do this.
What you said?
So, if you gave, I honestly believe, if you gave John Givez and JGivens the same resources. Now, mind you, I heard when you spoke on how that we are influenced, there's this little thing we like to call divine intervention on this side. Now, as heavily influenced as we all are, you got to remember where that influence comes from the beginning. Right. So for Kendrick to even get that influence, it had to come from the same place that we go directly to the source to get it from. Understand that. But on the other side, if you put those guys in the same room, Kendrick's not sitting down getting those same songs now back a little bit further. Mixtape stuff, yeah. But this major stuff, they got a room full of people this big writing songs, sending them songs. It don't work like that on our side. Yeah. So when we get something and it's on this same level, it's on this same playing field, it's a step above because we don't have the same thing that they have yet. So if you put JGivens and John Givez versus Kendrick and J. Cole, Kendrick and J. Cole are going to lose solely based on the fact that J. Cole, you're only as good as your teammate. Now, if this would have been Kendrick and Andre 3000, this wouldn't have even been a battle. Mike,
Cole, man.
I agree.
Cole is better than what we heard today.
Cole is great. Cole is great. We saying that Andre 3000. If Andre 3000 in this battle,
he lives the closest to us.
Huh? You saying if Andre 3000 in this battle, this would not be a battle?
Can we put Andre 3000 out there really? Because he hasn't dropped
he hasn't
solo
dropped
project
so
yet.
I'm saying, like,
you need to let that go.
We would have to go like classic Andre 3000 versus like current stuff.
You can't. I'm people gonna give me that evil eye.
Keep it 100, yo. I'm
gonna keep it a stack. You can't put him in the top 5. He doesn't have a solo project. It's different when you can shine by yourself. You can shine with somebody. You can outshine somebody when y'all together. But when you by yourself and you got to come up with 3 16s by yourself and be hot, that's a challenge.
So you saying Andre 3000 can't come up with?
No, I'm not saying he can't, but I'm just saying as a selection of few, like a body of work, like an album by itself. You can't say like he's in the top. I mean, he's good as a lyricist.
What about Drake? If you put Drake in the mix, what would you say about that then? If Drake was in his mix.
If Drake, yeah.
Dude,
all right, this is gonna go on forever, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of our first show back, the relaunch. Make sure you go to the website, TRACKSTARZ.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Well, you know what's crazy? This is a cool stat. We've been off for a month and a half. Our YouTube views have gone up.
Yeah, man.
And we ain't put out nothing.
People been fiending.
So that shows you, man, like, y'all really, really appreciate what we got going on here, and we appreciate y'all, man.
Now, real talk, I really want to say something real quick before we leave. Can we give my brothers, Sean and Ryan, applause, man? These brothers work very, very hard, man. They work when nobody don't see what these brothers do. And I just hear about it and stuff, and I'm amazed. So, yo, man, God bless y'all, man.
Appreciate you, man. All right, man. So we're going to keep the conversation going when we leave, but thank you again. Can't wait till next week. We back, man. You in the field? Let's go.
What's good, man? This your boy Plain James, and you are in the field with the TRACKSTARZ. Yo.
This is a TRACKSTARZ
exclusive. Yeah. I remember living knowing that we made it. It's a new day. No, I appreciate it. I'm coming windows down.